I'm Christian soul artist Shelia Moore-Piper. I started writing songs when I was 8 years old. I had a very interesting gift. None of my friends had it, but doesn't mean nobody else didn't do it. It just means that those around me, I didn't see anybody with the gift. So it's kind of odd and peculiar to me. And I didn't know really how the Lord was going to use it until I got to college. When I got to college, my professor said that, he asked me a question. He said, what are you going to do after you finish with your degree? Well, I majored in music, and of course I love reading too. So I had, pretty much a major in music and minor in reading because I love them both. But I didn't consider that the Lord was going to take me to something else. I just always thought I would be doing that because when I was 8 years old, that's what I started doing. But it doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes it's just because you have a gift. It doesn't materialize until later on. And that's what happened. After I graduated from college, I became a teacher. Well, that's the path the Lord had for me. I didn't never want to become a teacher, but that's what He wanted me to do. So I became a teacher. I'm talking about 15, 16 years. And then after that, that's when, He started speaking to me about doing music and getting into music full time, because I had released a record in 2008 while I was still full time teaching called The Story Told Twice, according to Shishi. And so, it was an internet record where it was online. We promoted it, my husband and I, we promoted it a lot online. I was still full-time teaching. He was still doing what he was doing. And so I pretty much just thought, okay, this is how it's going to go. I'm going to be a full-time teacher. And if I do release records, I just probably release them online. But no. Several years later, after I released The Story Told Twice, according to Shishi, I got a huge promotion at a school. And I was excited. Got to the school, I was excited, I reached my pinnacle. I had been working hard in the educational field for a long time. And I thought that, hey, this is where I'm going to be. But do you know, when I got that position, that the Lord started nudging me about coming out and doing music full time. Now here I am, just got a promotion. What do you mean do music full time? I just got this huge promotion in my teaching career that you've given me for all these years. And the Lord gave me a song for 2 years when I was driving to my job about coming out and singing and being an artist for Him. Well, I did do that. Come 2014, I came out full time, and we released the Get Excited single in March of that time, around that time. And then we came out with the album later on that year. And it was interesting because, I did not want to come out. I wanted to stay where I was. I wanted to stay comfortable. But the Lord reminded me, He said, when I created you, remember 8 years old when you were writing songs and I had you, were writing songs and arranging and doing stuff, this is the time now. It's time to materialize that gift. And so I had to materialize it. It didn't happen overnight. It was one of those things where the Lord led me step by step. My husband and I, He led us step by step, what He wanted us to be, what He wanted us to do. Well, after releasing that record of the Are You Ready record and singles, in between there are singles off the record, Get Excited, and some other singles, that other people liked that they call singles. Not necessarily they released them as singles, but they call them a single because they like them. The Lord led us to start doing other things. And I had no idea, even though I arranged music when I was in college and things like that, I had no idea that the Lord was leading us into producing, and me as well. So now I'm going from an artist to being a producer. I'm already a songwriter, already a arranger. Now the Lord adds producer to my resume. And let me tell you, you can be a producer. Some people think that if you don't play, that you can't be a producer. You can be a producer, whether you play or you don't play. You can be a producer even if you don't sing. A producer is not about having all these gifts. It's about being able to make things pop. If you have the drive to make someone's music pop, or you know who to call, or what engineer to call, or what singer to put on backgrounds, or how to do this and that, you are considered a producer. And so it's been amazing to be on the journey, to be able to produce artists and help them with their journey. My husband and I, we always say that we are a complement to others' calling. We are a complement to others' calling. And so when they come to BDM Ugroove music with a vision, and we have a vision too as well, to make sure that their music pop. And when they go out into the world and the music is out in the world, that it pops wherever it goes. And it's just not for us to enjoy, but also for consumers to enjoy also. So you got to make sure that whenever the Lord calls you to produce, and He wants you to produce, don't have so many excuses about why you can't do it. You know, sometimes we like to second guess ourselves, like we can't do something. And I remember before I got into the industry that I second guessed myself. I second guessed the gift that the Lord gave me, all because I wasn't like somebody else. Or I tried to minimize what I had because I didn't think what I had was better, or I didn't think what I had was enough. Don't let someone tell you that your gift is never enough. If the Lord gives you to you, regardless of what it is, it's enough. I'll tell you a funny story. Case in point. We were working with an artist this year. And of course, I'm one of the producers on the track. And I was out and about in the store somewhere just doing my own thing. And I called my husband and I'm saying, hey, you know, I know so-and-so's coming over. Do I need to be in the studio because I'm out and about, kind of just in the store? And my husband replied, he says, you're one of the producers. You should be here. And so I said, okay. So I left the store and came home and got myself in producer mode. And why did I say this? I said all this to say because a producer is present from beginning to end. If you're going to be involved in a project, you got to be involved from beginning to end. It's just not enough for you to say that you're a producer. You have to actually be a producer. And so we've just been blessed. My husband and I, we've been blessed to know that some artists that we have produced have made billboards. You know, I myself have made billboards. And it's a blessing to know that, you know, once you do the gift that the Lord gives you to get to do, that He materializes the way that He wants to materialize it. You know, I tell someone the other day, you really don't get to choose your purpose. He gets to choose what He wants for you. And you have to walk in the gift. Now, I had walked in the artist gift to perfect that. Then I walked in my songwriting gift to perfect that. And then I started walking in the arrangement gift, to perfect that. But the producer gift, I had to step into and learn to perfect that as well. And so I'm still learning to perfect it. You know, you never arrive, you know, to a pinnacle of a place. You just keep moving and moving and moving and moving. And the Lord just keeps moving you. And you keep walking and walking and walking. And you get better and better and better. But eventually you have to start somewhere to cultivate the gift. Because if you don't start to cultivate it, it won't be cultivated. So now I'm cultivating my producing gift. And it's a great thing to be able to help others and be a calling to their comfort. To a calling to their a compliment to their calling. Because that's what we do. That's what your gift is for. Music will always find a great home. It always finds a great home. So it's not even about all the other stuff that you see around it. I've been blessed to win awards as well. I'm blessed. I've been blessed, and I just thank God for seeing me and just knowing that you can do what you're called to do, and not worry about what somebody else has to say. Because when it really gets down to the root of it, it's about what He called you to do, not what other people say. As long as you are the one to make the project pop. If He puts you on a project to make it pop, then your job is to make it pop. You don't give a C effort when the job requires you to give an A effort. And also know that this is your call. Know that you're called to do this. Just because somebody told you that, oh, you can do this, you can do that. No, that don't mean that Lord called you to do it. You have to ask the question. You need to talk to the Lord and ask Him. Just because you can sing don't mean that you're called to be an artist. I have a lot of friends that can sing, but they're called to do radio. I got a lot of friends who can, play. That don't mean they're called to be a producer. It's just called to play. So know what your role is. Know what your role is. Know if you're called to do that, then fine, do that. But do not let anybody by any means minimize your gift. Keep at what you're doing. You cultivate every time you help someone. Every time you compliment to someone's calling, you're cultivating your gift. You're not going to hurt anybody, or it's not going to take away from your gift or your shine just because you're helping somebody else. As a matter of fact, the Lord elevates you more when you help other people. So when He gave me that gift when I was 8 years old to arrange music, it was never for me. Your gift is never for you. It's always for someone else. So keep cultivating the gift, whatever it may be. Mine is producing. Mine is being an artist. Mine is writing songs. Mine is arranging. Mine is teaching. Mine is organizing. All of those things is what I have to cultivate every time I do the call of God for my life. Do what you're called to do. Cultivate your gifts. Put yourself around people who allow you to cultivate your gifts. Put yourself around people who will help you cultivate your gifts and take you and help you grow and help you go to the next level. Because you want to grow with this thing. You don't want to just be around somebody who can't help you take it to the next level. You want to go to the next level. You always want to go to the next level with what you're having, what you have to do. So surround yourself with a team of people who have your back. It's not about making mistakes. The Bible says, the Lord says, even in your mistakes, He'll make your mistakes to prosper. He sure made mine to prosper. I'm sitting right here talking to you right now. And it's a blessing. So understand and know that success is not a destination. It's a journey. So if you haven't started your journey, it's time to start. And be that producer, artist, arranger, singer, whatever your talent is. It's time to start it now.